Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams and with me is Anuja Kumar with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates 35 crop varieties with special traits to the nation, says alliance of farmers and scientists will strengthen the country in dealing with new challenges. Efforts are being made to take farmers out of crop-based income system and encourage them for value addition and other farming options, says the Prime Minister. Home Minister Amit Shah underlines the need for implementation of advanced alert system to ensure zero deaths due to natural calamities. Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari says extensive road network in the Himalayan region will help boost tourism sector in the region. Election Commission announces by-elections in 3 Lok Sabha constituencies and 30 Assembly constituencies in 14 states. Over 87 crore 7 lakh COVID-19 vaccine doses administered in the country, recovery rate at 97.81%. Germany's left-leaning Social Democratic Party wins the largest share of vote in the federal election. Vice President and Prime Minister pay tributes to revolutionary freedom fighter Shahid Bhagat Singh on his birth anniversary. Heavy rain causes loss of lives and damage to crops in Maharashtra. And in IPL cricket, Kolkata Knight Riders to take on Delhi Capitals at Sharjah at 3:30 p.m. and Mumbai Indians to face Punjab Kings at 7:30 p.m. in Abu Dhabi. As the nationwide free COVID-19 vaccination campaign at government facilities for those above 18 years is underway, we advise our young listeners to get vaccinated and also help others get vaccinated. We also advise our listeners not to lower their guard. As COVID-19 remains a threat to our health, please stay at home unless it is essential to go out and continue to follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 2 gaz ki duri for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has stressed the need for looking at agriculture not as an industry but an opportunity to develop and learn to strike a balance between back to basics and march for the future. He said efforts are being made to take farmers out of the crop-based income system and encourage them for value addition and other farming options. The Prime Minister said this while dedicating 35 crop varieties with special traits to the nation through video conferencing. He said new diseases and endemics are appearing due to climate change, which are posing a great crisis to the health of humans and livestock. They are also affecting crops, and intensive research on these issues is necessary.
भिन्न भिन्न परिस्थितियों की वजह से किसान एक ही फसल उगाने लग गया। इस स्थिति को भी हमें मिलकर बदलना ही होगा। आज जब क्लाइमेट चेंज की चुनौती बढ़ रही है तो हमें अपने कार्यों की गति को भी बढ़ाना होगा। बीते वर्षों में इसी भावना को हमने किसानों की आय में बढ़ोतरी करने के लिए भी प्रोत्साहित किया है।
Mr. Modi added that under new climatic circumstances, India will foresee a range of seed varieties that are developed, keeping the climate-resilient technologies in mind. These varieties will help eradicate malnutrition and preserve the crops.
ये नई वैरायटीज मौसम की कई तरह की चुनौतियों से निपटने में सक्षम तो है ही, इनमें पौष्टिक तत्व भी ज्यादा है। इनमें से कुछ वैरायटी कम पानी वाले क्षेत्रों के लिए है, कुछ क्रॉप गंभीर रोगों से सुरक्षित है, कुछ जल्दी तैयार हो जाने वाली है, कुछ खारे पानी में भी हो सकती है। यानी देश की अलग अलग परिस्थितियों को ध्यान में रखते हुए इन्हें तैयार किया गया है।
Mr. Modi said the growth of agriculture at par with technology is imperative for the growth of India's economy. He said in the last 6 to 7 years, science and technology are being used on a priority basis to solve the challenges related to agriculture, and the government's focus is very high on more nutritious seeds adapted to new conditions, especially in changing climates.
बीते 6-7 सालों में साइंस और टेक्नोलॉजी को खेती से जुड़ी चुनौतियों के समाधान के लिए प्राथमिकता के आधार पर उपयोग किया जा रहा है। विशेष रूप से बदलते हुए मौसम में नई परिस्थितियों के अनुकूल अधिक पोषण युक्त बीजों, इस पर हमारा फोकस बहुत अधिक है।
The Prime Minister said 11 crore soil health cards have been given to farmers to protect the land. He also said the government has started irrigation projects to give water security to the farmers. A campaign has been launched to complete 100 pending irrigation projects. Mr. Modi added that along with increasing the MSP, the centre has also improved the procurement process so that more and more farmers can get the benefit.
एमएसपी में बढ़ोतरी के साथ साथ हमने खरीद प्रक्रिया में भी सुधार किया ताकि अधिक से अधिक किसानों को इसका लाभ मिल सके। रबी सीजन में 430 लाख मैट्रिक टन से ज्यादा गेहूं खरीदा गया। इसके लिए किसानों को 85,000 करोड़ से अधिक का भुगतान किया गया है। कोविड के दौरान गेहूं खरीद केंद्रों की संख्या 3 गुना तक बढ़ाई है। साथ ही दलहन, तिलहन इन खरीद केंद्रों की संख्या भी 3 गुना बढ़ाई गई।
He also underlined the need for enhancing the use of modern drones and sensors to get high-quality farm data and real-time solutions. The Prime Minister stressed that whenever farmers and agriculture get a safety net, their growth becomes rapid. He also said by connecting farmers with technology, the government has made it easier for them to get help from banks. Today, farmers are getting weather information in a better way. He stressed the need to further develop millets and other grains with solutions from science and research.
भारत के प्रयासों से ही यूएनओ संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघ ने 2023 को इंटरनेशनल ईयर ऑफ मिलेट्स घोषित किया है। ये मिलेट्स की खेती की हमारी परंपरा हमारे अनाज को अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर शोकेस करने का और नए बाजार तलाशने का बहुत बड़ा अवसर है, लेकिन इसके लिए अभी से काम करना पड़ेगा। मैं सभी राज्यों से भी आग्रह करूंगा कि आपका राज्य का एग्रीकल्चर डिपार्टमेंट, आपकी एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी, आपके साइंटिस्ट और प्रोग्रेसिव किसान, इनमें से कोई टास्क फोर्स बनाइए और 2023 में जब विश्व मिलेट ईयर मनाता होगा तब भारत को उसे कैसे योगदान करे, भारत कैसे लीड करे, भारत के किसान उसमें कैसे फायदा उठाएं, अभी से उसकी तैयारी करनी चाहिए।
Interacting with Zaitun Begum of Gandarpal, Jammu and Kashmir, the Prime Minister talked about her journey of learning innovative agricultural practices and how she trained other farmers and worked for the education of girls in the valley.
क्या आप घाटी में बेटियों की शिक्षा को बढ़ावा देने के लिए भी कुछ करती हैं क्या? क्योंकि आपने एक लीडरशिप ली है, तो बेटियां पढ़ लिख करके आगे आए, उसके लिए कुछ करती हैं आप?
हाँ सर, बेटियों के लिए भी करते हैं। हमारे नजदीकी गांव में पंचायत है, उसके साथ भी मैं जुड़ी हूँ और घर घर जाके लोगों को मैंने बोला बेटियों का दाखिला करवाओ। तो जब से सर बेटी पढ़ाने और बेटी बचाने का नारा लगा, इसे हमें बहुत राहत मिली और 20% हमारे लड़के स्कूलों में दाखिला करवा रहे हैं, 30% हमारी लड़कियों का दाखिला हो रहा है।
Interacting with Thoiba Singh from Manipur, the Prime Minister complimented him for taking up farming after a life in the armed forces. During the program, the Prime Minister also distributed Green Campus Awards to agricultural universities. Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar highlighted various measures taken by the Centre for the Welfare of the Farmers.
Home Minister Amit Shah has said the government will make concerted efforts to ensure zero deaths due to natural calamities like floods, cold wave and heat wave in the country. He was speaking at a function to mark the 17th Foundation Day of the National Disaster Management Authority in New Delhi today.
आज 17 साल की जर्नी में पीछे मुड़कर देखते हैं तो हमने काफी बड़ी मंजिल काटकर आज यहाँ पर खड़े हैं, मगर आगे देखते हैं तो बहुत बड़ा रास्ता काटना भी बाकी है। अभी संतुष्ट होने के स्टेज पर हम नहीं पहुंचे हैं। मेरा मानना है आपदा प्रबंधन का तंत्र देश में इस प्रकार से होना चाहिए कि कितनी भी घोर आपदा हो, एक भी व्यक्ति की जान न जाए, इस प्रकार का तंत्र बनाना हमारा लक्ष्य होना चाहिए और देश के प्रधानमंत्री जी ने भी हमारे सामने यही लक्ष्य रखा है।
He said 350 districts in the country will be covered by the services extended by the Aapda Mitra volunteers under the disaster management authorities.
आपदा मित्र का जो कंसेप्ट है, मैं मानता हूं बहुत अच्छा कंसेप्ट है। जनता को तैयार करना, जनता के अंदर जिन लोगों में आपदा के खिलाफ लड़ने का जज्बा है, अपनी जान को जोखिम में डालकर समाज के लोगों को बचाने का जज्बा है, उनको एकत्रित करना, उनका स्किल अपग्रेडेशन करना, उनको सारे प्रोटोकॉल से अवगत कराना और जब आपदा आए तो किसी की भी सूचना बगैर वो रिस्पॉन्ड करे, इस प्रकार की व्यवस्था ये आपदा मित्र की सहयोग से हो सकती है।
The Home Minister recalled the losses suffered by Odisha due to the super cyclone and the earthquake in Gujarat in the past. Underlining the need for implementation of an advanced alert system, Mr. Shah said efforts should be made to depute central teams in advance to the areas based on the scientific study of possible calamities. The Election Commission today announced by-elections to 3 Lok Sabha constituencies. The by-polls to Khandwa constituency in Madhya Pradesh, Mandi in Himachal Pradesh and Dadra and Nagar Haveli constituency will be held on 30th of October 2021. The Commission also announced by-polls to 30 assembly constituencies in 14 states. The voting for the assembly by-polls will also be held on the 30th of next month. The notification for the Lok Sabha and the Assembly by-polls will be issued on 1st of October and the nominations shall be filed till the 8th of next month.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated Union Ministers Sarbanand Sonowal and L. Murugan on being elected to the Rajya Sabha. In a tweet, Mr. Modi expressed confidence that they will enrich parliamentary proceedings and further the government's agenda of public good. He said it is a matter of immense pride for every BJP Karyakarta that the party has got its first ever Rajya Sabha MP from Puducherry in Mr. S. Selvaganapati. Mr. Modi said the trust placed in the BJP by the people of Puducherry is humbling. He said the government and the party will keep working for the progress of Puducherry. BJP today approached the Election Commission over the alleged attack on its leader Dilip Ghosh in West Bengal during the campaign for Bhawanipur by-polls. A party delegation comprising Union Ministers Anurag Thakur, Bhupendra Yadav and Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi met the Commission over the issue in New Delhi.
More than 87 crore 7 lakh COVID-19 vaccine doses have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Health Ministry said over 1 crore 2,22,000 doses were administered yesterday. India reported less than 20,000 daily new cases after 201 days. During the last 24 hours, over 18,000 new cases were reported. The ministry said the recovery rate is currently at 97.81%, the highest since March last year. Over 26,000 people recovered in the last 24 hours. Daily positivity rate is at 1.42%, which is less than 3% for the last 29 days.
In the program Spotlight, we are broadcasting a special series, Seva aur Samarpan 20 Saal Sushasan Ke. Today the theme is Ease of Living. It showcases the commitment and leadership of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi to improve the ease of living of the people. This special program can be heard tonight on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:15 p.m. onwards. This program will also be available on our website newsonair.com and on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official.
You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates 35 crop varieties with special traits to the nation, says Alliance of Farmers and Scientists will strengthen the country in dealing with new challenges. Efforts are being made to take farmers out of crop-based income system and encourage them for value addition and other farming options, says the Prime Minister. Home Minister Amit Shah underlines the need for implementation of advanced alert system to ensure zero deaths due to natural calamities. Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari says extensive road network in the Himalayan region will help boost tourism sector in the region. Election Commission announces by-elections in 3 Lok Sabha constituencies and 30 assembly constituencies in 14 states. Over 87 crore 7 lakh COVID-19 vaccine doses administered in the country. Recovery rate is at 97.81%. Germany's left-leaning Social Democratic Party wins the largest share of vote in the federal election. Vice President and Prime Minister pay tributes to revolutionary freedom fighter Shahid Bhagat Singh on his birth anniversary. Heavy rains causes loss of lives and damage to crops in Maharashtra. And in IPL cricket, Kolkata Knight Riders to take on Delhi Capitals at Sharjah at 3:30 p.m. and Mumbai Indians to face Punjab Kings at 7:30 p.m. in Abu Dhabi. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at @AIR News Alerts.
चलो मिलकर एक शुरुआत करें, चलो एक फैसला आज करें, मात नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे, चलो एक इरादा करते हैं, चलो कुछ वादा करते हैं, मात नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे.
Welcome back to the Midday News. Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari has said that extensive road network in the Himalayan region will help boost the tourism sector in the region. He said this will provide huge employment opportunities to the people and strengthen the economy.
ये केवल रोड न बने, ये सोशियो इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ का एक सेंटर बने, ताकि यहाँ के लड़कों को रोजगार कैसे मिले, यहाँ की गरीबी, भुखमरी, बेरोजगारी कैसे दूर हो. और इसका सबसे बड़ा फायदा है कि टूरिज्म इज अ सेक्टर जहाँ 49% कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट एम्प्लॉयमेंट पोटेंशियल पे खर्चा होती है.
Mr. Gadkari today reviewed and inspected the construction work of Z-Mode Tunnel in Jammu and Kashmir. After completion, this tunnel will provide all-weather connectivity from Srinagar to Sonmarg, which face connectivity issues during extreme snowfall season. More details from our correspondent.
After the abrogation of Article 370, the newly formed Union Territory Jammu and Kashmir is scaling a new height in the development of infrastructure. The central government has given a new impetus to the constructions of new highways, tunnels and bridges, which will bring transformative changes in the lives of people in the near future. Zojila and Z-Mode tunnels are one of such projects. This will improve the strategic capabilities of Indian Army on the Indo-China and Indo-Pakistan borders. Zojila tunnel will connect the Leh-Ladakh region to Srinagar. Once the tunnel is completed, travel time and distance between Srinagar and Ladakh will be significantly reduced. Bhupendra Singh from Sonmarg in Jammu and Kashmir for AIR News.
The incessant rainfall since past several days in Marathwada region has caused massive damage to the standing crops. Intense spells of rains along with gusty winds and thunderstorm is being witnessed in all the districts of Marathwada due to the effects of cyclone Gulab. In Bir district, there has been a record rainfall this year, breaking its previous records. The district has recorded 250% rainfall this year. Due to the incessant rain, the small, medium and big dams have filled up to their capacity. Besides severe damage to crops, there are reports of damage to property, life and road infrastructure. Our Bir PTC has reported that 6 people were washed away in the flood water. Some of the crops which have been badly hit due to the rainfall are soybean, cotton, tur, jowar and sugarcane.
As our nation celebrates the 75th year of independence, a series of events are being organized by the government as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. To commemorate the occasion as a Jan Utsav, All India Radio News brings its listeners a special quiz on India's freedom movement and its glorious history. The quiz is being conducted every Monday and Tuesday in Morning News and will continue till the 15th of August 2022. India Post has joined hands as the logistics partner with All India Radio News for the Amrit Mahotsav quiz. Listeners can send their responses to the question over WhatsApp on 8826546262 or through email on amritmahotsavquiz@prasarbharati.gov.in. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu today remembered the exemplary revolutionary Shahid Bhagat Singh on his birth anniversary. In a tweet, Mr. Naidu said Shahid Bhagat Singh was a fierce patriot and passionate nationalist. The Vice President said his bravery and fearless actions inspired many to join the freedom movement. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also paid tributes to Shahid Bhagat Singh. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said, "The brave Bhagat Singh lives in the heart of every Indian." He said the courageous sacrifice of Shahid Bhagat Singh ignited the spark of patriotism among countless people. Let's now listen to our special program Azadi Ka Safar, remembering Shahid Bhagat Singh.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. India's glorious fight for freedom is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the valiant struggle every day.
Today is the birth anniversary of Shahid Bhagat Singh. Bhagat Singh was born on 27th of September 1907 to a Sikh family in Punjab. At the time of his birth, his father Kishan Singh was in jail for fighting against the British rulers.
His father was a follower of Mahatma Gandhi, and after Gandhi ji called for boycotting government-aided institutions, Singh left school and enrolled in the National College at Lahore, where he studied European revolutionary movements. Bhagat Singh's parents tried to get him married. Bhagat Singh said that, "If I married in slave India, my bride shall only be death."
He left home for Kanpur and joined Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. In 1926, Bhagat Singh founded the Naujawan Bharat Sabha, and a year later, and in May 1927, he was arrested for allegedly being involved in the Kakori conspiracy. He was released several weeks later and began to write for various revolutionary newspapers.
In 1928, Lala Lajpat Rai had led a procession to protest against the arrival of the Simon Commission. The police resorted to a brutal lathi charge in which Lala Lajpat Rai was severely injured and later succumbed to his injuries. To take revenge for the death of Lala Lajpat Rai, Bhagat Singh and his associates plotted the assassination of James A. Scott, the then superintendent of police. However, the revolutionaries mistakenly killed J.P. Saunders. The incident is famously known as the Lahore Conspiracy Case of 1929.
In April 1929, Bhagat Singh and an associate bombed the Central Legislative Assembly in Delhi to protest implementation of the Public Safety Bill. The bombs they carried allegedly were not intended to kill, but to scare, and in fact no one was killed, though there were some injuries. The bombers planned to get arrested and stand trial so they could further promote their cause.
However, Bhagat Singh was rearrested for the murder of J.P. Saunders and for bomb manufacturing in the Lahore Conspiracy Case. While awaiting trial, he led a hunger strike in prison. He was found guilty in this case and was hanged on the 23rd of March 1931 in Lahore along with Sukhdev.
Every year, 23rd of March is observed as Martyrs' Day, as a tribute to freedom fighters Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev and Rajguru. And it was on this day in 1837, the last Mughal king, Bahadur Shah Zafar, ascended the throne at the age of 62.
Bahadur Shah was a poet and an artist. By the time Bahadur Shah ascended the throne, the area under Mughal rule had reduced to Delhi only. Bahadur Shah was also known to be a tolerant and peace-abiding ruler. and his religious neutrality is also said to be a reason the sepoys of 1857 revolt declared him as their king upon reaching Delhi from Meerut in 1857.
The outbreak of the 1857 revolt in Delhi culminated when on 19th of September 1857, Red Fort was captured by the British. 2 days later, on 21st of September, Bahadur Shah and his family members were arrested by the British. When he was captured by the British, he belted out his shairi to a British officer.
हिंदियों में बू रहेगी जब तलक ईमान की, तख्त लंदन तक चलेगी तैर हिंदुस्तान की.
2 sons of the king and his grandson were shot dead in public by Hodgson at a location today known as Huni Darwaza near the Delhi Gate.
On the 27th of January 1858, in Red Fort, the trial of Bahadur Shah Zafar began on the charges of rebellion, treason and murder.
Zafar was convicted and exiled to Rangoon, where he breathed his last on 7th of November 1862 at the age of 83.
उम्रे दराज मांग के लाए थे 4 दिन, 2 आरजू में कट गए 2 इंतजार में. दिन जिंदगी खत्म हुए, शाम हो गई, फैला के पांव सोएंगे कुंजे मजार में. कितना है बदनसीब जफर, दफन के लिए 2 गज जमी भी न मिली.
This episode of Azadi Ka Safar, AIR News के संग. See you in the next episode tomorrow.
भारत के स्वतंत्रता संग्राम में अनगिनत स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों ने अपने प्राणों की आहुति दी. कुछ इतिहास में अमर हो गए और कई गुमनाम. आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव के अंतर्गत 75 कड़ियों की श्रृंखला में हम उन वीरांगनाओं की बात करेंगे जिनका योगदान कभी भुलाया नहीं जा सकता. प्रत्येक मंगलवार परिक्रमा में सुनिए अपराजिता, देश की वीरांगनाओं को आकाशवाणी का सादर नमन.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has greeted eminent singer Lata Mangeshkar on her birthday. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said her melodious voice reverberates across the world and she is respected for her humility and passion towards Indian culture.
In Germany, as the polls have closed and country's centre-left Social Democrats SPD have claimed a narrow victory in the federal election, now the complicated process of forming a coalition government begins. It was an extremely tight race, but no party won enough votes to form a majority in the Bundestag. In the IPL cricket, Kolkata Knight Riders will take on Delhi Capitals at Sharjah at 3:30 p.m. in the first match, and Mumbai Indians will face Punjab Kings at 7:30 p.m. in Abu Dhabi in the second match of the day. Yesterday, Sunrisers Hyderabad defeated Rajasthan Royals by 7 wickets at Dubai International Cricket Stadium last night.
Now let us take a look at the weather update for today. National capital Delhi will have a generally cloudy sky with possibility of development of thunder or lightning. The city recorded 26 degrees Celsius as minimum temperature, while maximum will be around 35 degrees. Mumbai will have a generally cloudy sky with heavy rain. Minimum and maximum temperature, however, between 26 and 28 degrees. Kolkata will have a generally cloudy sky with heavy rain. Minimum temperature in the city was 26, while maximum will be around 30. Chennai likely to have generally cloudy sky. Temperature will vary between 26 and 34 degrees. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates 35 crop varieties with special traits to the nation, says Alliance of Farmers and Scientists will strengthen the country in dealing with new challenges. Efforts are being made to take farmers out of crop-based income system and encourage them for value addition and other farming options, says the Prime Minister. Home Minister Amit Shah underlines the need for implementation of advanced alert system to ensure zero deaths due to natural calamities. Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari says extensive road network in Himalayan region will help boost tourism sector. Election Commission announces by-elections in 3 Lok Sabha constituencies and 30 Assembly constituencies in 14 states. Over 87 crore 7 lakh COVID-19 vaccine doses administered in the country, recovery rate at 97.81%. Germany's left-leaning Social Democratic Party wins the largest share of vote in the federal election. Heavy rain causes loss of lives and damage to crops in Maharashtra. In IPL cricket, Kolkata Knight Riders to take on Delhi Capitals and Mumbai Indians to face Punjab Kings. And with that, we end the midday news.